Well, it's Saturday the 3rd of April. This is episode 2113 of 301 Permanently Moved.online, a personal podcast 301 seconds in length, written, recorded and edited by me, at the JMO. This is the sound of early morning on the chalk at the beginning of April. Obviously, you can't forget the seagull on the roof of the shed at the end of the garden. If it wasn't already clear, I'm back on country. Seeing my parents for the first time in 9 months is wonderful. I've missed them. Being back in the home I grew up in after so much time away is a little strange. Things are different since I was last home, just as they are different from when I moved out 18 years ago. Rooms have been redecorated, the new kitchen, the new bathroom, etc. But the feeling of the space is always the same. It's home. What struck me since being home this time is the comfort I found in sounds embedded within the fabric of the house. Sound, as in noise, as in trusted, as in sound asleep. Hyperthick with memory and emotion. The characteristics of these sounds remain the same as time has flowed around us. Now at 35, and after a pandemic absence, these sounds make life more meaningful. Like the sound of tapping the glass of the barometer in the hall. The first thing I did after walking through the door the other day. For me, the thing that's important about these sounds is that they are unique to my family. The sound of the cuckoo clock in the back room. In the late 90s, we went on holiday with Grandpa and Grandma to Neuwiller in France, near Lake Titisee on the French-German border. They bought matching cuckoo clocks in the Black Forest, only Mum and Dad's didn't have a painted face. Over the years, I suffered damage and took tumbles from the old cat that attacked the chains. Now that Grandpa and Grandma are gone, their clock is now on our wall in the back room. It's ticking right now as I write the script for this episode. It cuckoos at the top of the hour and every half an hour. This is one of the sounds of home, the sound of growing up, of doing homework, of a holiday long ago, and the reminder of my grandpa and grandma. Another is the clock in the front room. That one belonged to my great nana, or little nana as she's known. It's a wall clock my dad has wound every Sunday of my entire life. Its pendulum swing is heavier and more sedate than the freneticism of its German cousin. It too strikes the top of the hour and every half hour. I love the sound of the flywheel engaging right before the hammer strikes the chiming coil. Let's hear that again. I know that these clocks keep Eve awake at night when we are both home for a visit. I suppose if you didn't grow up around them, they're difficult to ignore. There's other sounds that still remain the same, travelling through time with my family and this house. The sound of opening the back door, or the kitchen door, or the back room door closing, or opening the door to the front room. These are sounds that are special or unique to me and my family. Or the sound of the rings on the brass curtain rail above the front door. As a kid, this was the sound of bedtime. As I grew older, it became an adversary. Trying to pull it as quietly as possible, getting home late, absolutely smashed from the pub. There are other sounds too, of course. The sound of going up the stairs, either one by one, or two by two. The familiar pattern and the number of stairs ingrained into my body as much as my mind. Some of these recordings didn't come out as well as I'd liked. I regret not having brought my proper field recorder home. Instead I'm using my shotgun mic through a meter of cheap, barely shielded cable. They lose fidelity and integrity when captured and translated into digital. But then again, these sounds only mean something when situated in place. They only mean something to me and 3 other people, who've all moved through time around them, situated on the chalk.